Hi, this is Professor Gary Lee from Blake Services. We're really excited about being in the Battle of Atlanta. But you know what? You get to meet so many people, but you get to see a lot of old friends. And sitting next to me is Mr. Mike Sawyer. This gentleman helped create one of the largest karate tournaments in the world. It's called the U.S. Open. Everybody comes to this event. It's July the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And I've got Mike here now. And by the way, I want to say something. He's one of my new history generals for the Sport Karate Museum. Mike, thanks for being here. Tell me about the U.S. Open, what's going on, and how long you've been doing it, and what's happening this year.
Well, first of all, I want to say it's an honor to be here with Master Lee and have this opportunity to be with him and to tell you about the U.S. Open.
Thank you.
We've had the U.S. Open at Disney World at Coronado Springs Resort Convention Center since 1999. Same location, just gotten bigger and bigger. It covers about 200,000 square feet, 40 competition areas. We're 3,000 to 5,000 competitors, about 6,000 spectators. Makes us the largest tournament in the world, but the most important thing is that everyone there has a great time. How can you not have a great time at Disney World?
I'm telling you, and it's right there at Disneyland, correct?
It's right there at Disney World in Orlando, Florida. We're right on Disney property. You're in a Disney hotel with a 40% discount for Disney in July 4th through 7th this year. And it's the ISKA World Championships as well as an ISKA 6A event.
Now, what are some of the countries that will be there this year?
We usually have between 50 and 60 different countries.
Wow.
The UK has 6 different teams. South Africa has a team of over 100. Jamaica, Australia has a team of 45 this year. So we're well represented from around the world of the top competitors in forms, weapons, fighting, sport MMA, breaking, almost everything you could imagine, 1,000 different divisions of competition. Saturday night will be live on ESPN. It will be the World Championships in the Premier Divisions. They'll be edited then by ESPN to 2 highlight shows. It'll be on ESPN2 in the following weeks after that.
Now, I'm not mistaken, Mike, you're the only karate tournament that's sponsored by the ESPN, correct?
We're the only event that's on ESPN, yes. And we're hoping in the coming year or two that we'll have more tournaments on ESPN besides just the U.S. Open. We, of course, are ISKA MMA, ISKA kickboxing all over the world is televised. Now we're moving tournaments into that same tier of exposure.
Before we tell the listeners how to get involved and in touch with you, I'd like to ask you a personal question, Mike. You know, you're now a history general for the Sport Karate Museum, and I'd like to ask you, how do you feel about that, to be honored forever?
Well, it's a great honor for me. I have devoted my life to martial arts.
Yes, you have.
And back early on in my 20s as a competitor, then on the old PKA board of directors, and then after the PKA when ISKA, we started that, and that has grown now to sanctioning 500 events a year worldwide.
Wow.
Strikeforce MMA. I mean, all of that has just been, I feel like I've lived 3 lifetimes, and I would live them all again the same way.
Well,
so I feel great about it.
Being a history general, particularly knowing that you're part of that memory, but also to be able to educate, that's really what I wanted to ask you. How do you feel about the educational process?
I feel great about that because I have so much that I would love to share with people, so much to say, and being a history general with the museum is a great honor. And any time that I can be of any service to anybody regarding martial arts and to you, Master Lee, and to the museum, I'm always here for you. Well,
we're really glad to have you as a history journal. Now, tell my listeners how they get in touch with the U.S. Open, how they get in touch with you, and how they become a competitor.
Okay. Well, it's very simple. USOpenkarate.com. USOpenkarate.com. And the 800 number is 844-4-US-OPEN. If you want to make a call, 844-4-US-OPEN. And there's always somebody to help you 24 hours a day at that phone number, at that website, anything that you would want to do. If you want to go as a spectator, you want to be there as an official, you're there to compete, anything you want is at that website, usopenkarate.com.
Well, thank you, Mike, for the information. Thank you for becoming a history general. And most of all, thank you for your service to what martial arts is. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Okay.
God bless you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.